So you want to write the perfect college essay? I hate to break it to you, but it does not exist. There's no universal formula, no magical template that will guarantee an acceptance letter. No essay so flawless that it automatically gets you into Harvard, Stanford, or Yale. And yet, every single year, thousands of students make the same mistake. They spend hours searching for the perfect topic. They read sample essays online and try to copy what worked for someone else. They force themselves into an idea that sounds impressive on paper instead of something that actually feels real. And then they wonder why their essays sound like everyone else's. But here's the truth. The best college essay is not perfect. It's personal. There is only one name in the sea of applicants with your name, your background, your interests, and your experiences. That difference is your greatest advantage. But here's a real question. How do you actually write an exceptional essay that stands out? So let's break it down in this video. If you don't know me, my name is Shunwoo Lee, and I create these videos to equip you with the skills to succeed in the admissions process and potentially work with our team of admissions counselors with over 20 years of experience. Now, every year, I see students making the same exact mistakes. They write essays that sound impressive, but have zero personality. They try to manufacture struggle when they don't have a real hardship to talk about, and that's okay. They cram in too many accomplishments as if the essay is a second resume. And the worst one is they write what they think admissions officers want to hear. Let me be crystal clear. Colleges don't need another essay about how a mission trip changed your life. They don't need another generic essay about how your grandma's wisdom shaped you. They don't need another cliche story about overcoming a sports injury. Because guess what? Thousands of students are writing the exact same thing. Admissions officers read hundreds of essays every single day. If your essay sounds like it could have been written by anyone else, you've already lost. That's why there is no perfect essay, but there is a perfect essay for you. And that essay is the one that only you could have written. Here's the mind shift you need. Stop thinking about impressing admissions officers and start thinking about making them remember you. Think of your essay as a conversation, right? So imagine sitting across from an admissions officer at a coffee shop. What would you say to them that actually shows who you are as a person, right? What story could you tell that they'd walk away thinking about later? Because the best essays don't just list achievements. They make the reader feel something. The key to that is specificity. Let's look at two opening lines here. A bad example is, I have always loved science and dreamed of making a difference in the medical field. Okay, and so have a million other students. There's nothing unique about this, unfortunately. A good example would be the first time I performed surgery, my patient was a stuffed panda named Mr. Whiskers. I was 5 and I used a plastic knife from my play kitchen to operate on his torn ear. Do you see the difference? One is vague and could belong to literally anyone. The other is specific, personal, and makes you want to keep reading. This is how you immediately separate yourself from every other applicant. So if you want to actually write a great essay, first start with a moment, not a summary. Too many students start broad and take forever to get to the point. Wrong approach. Ever since I was a child, I have always been interested in technology. A better approach, I was 8 years old when I built my first robot out of an old toaster and some spare wires from my dad's garage. Start in the middle of the action. Make the reader feel like they're inside your story. Then second, be specific. Use details that only you could write. A bad version would be, my parents have always encouraged me to work hard in school. A better one is, every night my mom would place a cup of green tea next to my textbooks as I studied, a quiet reminder that she was with me even when I felt alone. The first version is boring and literally could be applied to anyone. The second version paints a picture. So your goal is to make your story vivid. And third, show, don't tell. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is writing statements without proof. A bad way to say this is, I am a very determined person. A better way is, at 14, I was rejected from my school's robotics team, so I built my own. I recruited 5 friends, found a teacher to sponsor us, and by senior year, we won first place at the state competition. Don't just say you're determined, show it. And number 4, write how you would actually talk in person. Some of you are trying too hard to sound intellectual, that your essay reads like an academic journal. A college essay isn't supposed to be a research paper. If you wouldn't say, the dichotomy of my cultural identity has crafted a nuanced perspective on global affairs, right? Then don't write it like that, right? Write like a real person would. Read your essay out loud. If it doesn't sound like you, rewrite it. Weak writing is full of filler sentences. A bad version is, in today's ever-changing world, Technology continues to advance and shape our daily lives in ways that are both expected and unexpected. What did you actually say here? Nothing. A better way to say this is last summer, I built an AI chatbot to help my grandmother learn English. Get to the point. Every single sentence should add value. Now let's bring this back to the original question. What is the perfect college essay? The answer is that there isn't one, but the best essay is the one that only you could have written. It doesn't sound like anyone else's, it's specific, personal, and real. And most importantly, it actually makes admissions officers remember and want to admit you. If you want real one-on-one guidance in crafting a college essay that actually stands out, you can check the link in the description. We help students write essays that actually win. Now, stop searching for the perfect essay and actually write yours now. All right, peace.